Yasis, kalispera. Good afternoon, my dear friends, and welcome to Made with Yiayia. Today, we will be making a very simple and easy, delicious dinner idea. It is garlic barbecue shrimp skewers over a bed of rice. We absolutely love it, so come into my kitchen and let's make this together. Oppa! So for this delicious recipe, we have a beautiful jumbo shrimp. And the one I got, see there's lots in there, so it's gonna be for the whole family. I bought this Kirkland brand and it was actually already clean, it just had the tails attached. But basically any raw shrimp, but you want it to be a good size because when we put it on skewers, you want to make sure that when they shrimp, they're still a good size to enjoy, okay? So we're gonna make the marinade. So in our marinade, we have 1/4 cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. To it, we will be adding 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. So our 2 teaspoons of garlic is nicely minced. Even if it's a little extra, it doesn't matter. Garlic always adds delicious, delicious flavor to any meal. And of course, our final ingredient is our parsley. So 1 tablespoon of our parsley. And the rest you use to garnish. So we're just gonna give this a nice quick little stir. Get all those ingredients nicely incorporated in our marinade. There we go. Pretty simple so far, right? So now all we need is a Ziploc bag. So now we're just gonna dump our shrimp into our bag and our marinade will also go in. And our final step, as far as this shrimp, get all the air out, and you'll want to just mush it, mush it, mush it, mush it. Get all that nice, delicious marinade all over. Try and get it all nicely coated. And now, once that's done, you're gonna put it back in the fridge. Minimum is 15 minutes and maximum is about 2 hours. You don't want that lemon to sit on there much longer than that because it'll actually start to cook it. And we want it to cook on the barbecue, not to cook from the acid of the lemon. So while this is absorbing our delicious marinade in the fridge, we are going to start on the rice. We have done it in 15 minutes and it still was absolutely extremely delicious and flavorful. But if you do this process first and then make your rice typically takes about 20 minutes. By the time you do all the stuff, put it together, another half hour. So even if it sits that half hour to an hour, you're gonna have absolutely delicious dinner. So before we head over to the stove to start the rice, I always love to have some onion that I saute. I'm just gonna quickly chop up my onion. So 1 medium onion. Oopsies. Sliced a little bit small. I'm going to add this chopped onion to my pot. I have already 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. head over to the oven and start making this delicious rice. So our onion is sauteing for about a minute now. It's just starting to smell beautifully. This is when I love to add a teaspoon of my dried oregano. The smell is already so beautiful. You just give that a little bit of a stir. I just find having the onion and the oregano in my white rice gives it such beautiful additional flavor. But the whole point of this is our garlic shrimp skewers. So if you prefer more plain white rice, where you would just do with water, a little bit of salt in your rice, you can do that too. This is just my way of doing the rice that we love. To it right now, I'm going to add 2 cups of long grain rice, just to coat them a little bit with the oil that's in here. Turn it down to a medium. Once they're slightly coated, just a quick stir. You're not trying to cook the rice. There we go. Now we're just going to add our 4 cups of water. To it, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of my ground black pepper. And all we do now is wait for it to come to a boil. Let's see. As you can see, it has started boiling. So right now, a little bit of a stir. We're going to cover it up and we're going to put it on medium-low. Put your timer on for 20 minutes, but check it every 5 to 10 minutes and give it a little bit of a stir. So our rice is done, and now we're going to start putting our delicious shrimp on these skewers so we can get them on the barbecue. Let's see. Oh, the smell. The garlic. Oh, it just smells absolutely amazing. So when you want to put it on the skewer, you want to put one in maybe, and I'll show you. Put it like that, because you don't want them to fall. So we're going to turn on our barbecue and have it on medium setting. Then we're going to cook each side between 3 to 5 minutes. Keep an eye on them. All they need to do is turn pink, and shrimp cooks pretty quickly. And don't forget, the lemon has already started the process for us. So I'll meet you outside at the barbecue. They look amazing. See how they pinked up, and our barbecue lines are there. You can hear that yummy sizzle. Sorry about the wind, guys. There's a storm coming. But they look perfect now to take them out and give them a try. So as you can see, it's ready to go. Doesn't it look yummy?
Yeah.
So I have my little grandson is going to do the tasting for us today. It is one of his favorites. So let's get started here. Cut you a little piece to try it for me, and you can tell me if it's good. Okay. A little bit of rice. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah? You give it a thumbs up? Yay! From the mouth of babes. He loved it. Thank you so much for joining us again today. Please, if you love this video, share, like it, subscribe to my channel. We look forward to seeing you again next week with a different recipe. You've been watching Made with Yiayia.
Bye.